Okay, this is the same video as the full video, but we're going to do a much quicker version that you can use to reference without me talking for 10 minutes. So, Parsom, P-A-R-S-O-M, is the game. We're going to start with power. Power from the machine starts here at the outdoor emergency disconnect. Open the box. Breaker to the left. Into the shop. We hear the phase perfect kick on, we see the lights, and we're going to turn the disconnect to on. And the final stage of power up is controller on. Next is air. We can verify that the side compressor, which is used for the vacuum, is on. That the primary compressor switch, reach around behind here, is turned to the right for on, and the dryer is turned on. That completes air. I'm going to pause. The screen needs to finish booting itself up. Okay, resuming. It took about a minute or so for this to go. The first thing I'm going to do, like I showed in the long video, is hit S1. If it needs spindle warming up, it would tell me. Actually, I'm sorry. The first thing I'm going to do is actually hit reference. Reference. Why won't it take reference? Oh, I'm sorry. Duh. Last step of power is not any of the stuff I just said there. It is releasing the EMO, hitting machine ready. So none of that stuff was working because this green light wasn't on. Alarm is released. And the first thing I'm doing, PAR reference, is hit the reference button. And I'm going to go plus Z, plus Y, plus X. And I'll see the machine move to those cases. Those lights are now green. Spindle S. I'm going to hit this S1. And if it needs to do a spindle warm-up, it would either tell me in the alarm banner, spindle warm-up required, or it would pop up that screen. If you see that screen, you can reference the long video to double check how to do it. But it's going to be make sure I'm in reference mode and hit the MO2 start button and it will warm the spindle up. That's S for spindle. The next thing we're going to do is oil coolant chips. Just do a quick once around on the machine. Make sure that we've got adequate levels. So make sure that guy is over the minimum level for oil, that I have grease over the minimum, that my spindle oil is over the minimum for the lubricant. And then back here in the corner, that my coolant levels in the machine are above that level. Right now you can see where I'm below that level. I'll get that fixed before I start. But that would be ideal, anywhere between here and full, but definitely above the minimum. We're going to hit door open to open it. Last piece of that, coolant and chips, is just make sure I've got adequate chip removal here. If I need to, I can shovel chips out to make sure, depending on what I'm making, I've got coolant, room. And then the final one is get into memory mode. So to get into memory mode, I'm going to hit this button that takes me to my primary screen, NC operation. And then when I go to memory mode here, it'll pop up whatever program I used last. Here, we're going to verify that number matches the program you're assigned to work on. And then from there, I can close my doors, do whatever else I need to do to load material for that particular part. Close doors, all alarms cleared. It would tell me if there was an alarm up there. And if I did have an alarm, I could go edit, reset to reset that alarm. Back to memory mode. And then when I hit cycle start, my program will take off.